I get it. I get it. Yeah. I run New York. I get it. I get it. Yeah. I took quarter water, sold it in bottles for $2. The Coca-Cola came and bought it for beans. What the fuck? Have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire, I write the check before the baby comes. Who the fuck cares? I'm stanky rich. I'ma die trying to spin this shit. Southside's up in this bitch. Yeah, I smell like the boat. I used to sell dope. I did play the block, now I play on boats. In the south of France, baby. Sandro Pay, get a tan, I'm already black. Rich, I'm already that. Gangster, get a gang. Hit a head, in the hat. Call that a little rap shit. Fuck the chit chat, the bake the bread, the bomb, cut your head, the marksman.
Another episode of Degen Fantasy live coming at you on January 31st, 2025. And it's already been a month into the new year. Wild news always breaking off in the United States and worldwide in the world of sports. And we're getting into another episode here today. I'm joined by Admiral Brian, Double Down Dan to the far right, Brian in the middle, myself, Rocky Sabo in the left-hand corner. Real quick, haven't done this yet on stream before, but I do want to show you guys a little something early in the stream just so we have your attention. If you would like to, please feel free to go check out our film that is created by Double Down and I. It's called Rerouting. It's available on Tubi and Amazon Prime. It's on all platforms coming soon as they roll out on different platforms, but written and created by Dan and I, and we are in the film. Just wanted to show you guys that very quickly before we start off the show. A little plug for something we worked really hard on. But into the world of sports we go with someone who I've seen in the group chat is just on fire. Bri, the college basketball is ripping aplenty. Can you tell us a little bit about how your week's been?
Man, can't lose right now. It feels good. I think I'm 6-0 in the last 6 college basketball picks going back to last week. So just playing singles. Hit UCLA last night, which wasn't necessarily on my card, but playing these little mid-major games, which seem to be going our way.
And Dan, have you been betting a little bit? You've been telling, I've seen.
Yeah, always tell Bri when he's hot. There's never a moment. I feel like of the time that I've known him, the college basketball season's when he gets just scorching hot. So Ben telling his shit. My CBB shit hasn't been bad at all. Bri gave out 2 picks last stream, hit both of them. I gave out 1, hit it by the hook. I don't know, man. It's been a good start to this college basketball. I've finally started to kind of be able to focus on it a little bit. I feel like it's been pretty fucking good. Last night had UCSB. And I know better than to bet them because they always fuck me, but I bet them anyways, and quickly realized halfway through the first half that CSUN, Cal State, Northridge was just the better squad, and I was getting
am I freezing or is he freezing?
He's freezing.
Oh, okay.
I'm freezing.
Oh, you froze for a second with your mouth open.
I
But
thought
you're
you
good now,
froze.
you're good now.
Brian's fucking.
You went.
Yeah, real funny. Anyways, back to the point. Quickly realized I had to unload on CSUN, and I put my first $700 bet down of the season on Cal State Northridge to win, and they ended up winning by 5 points. So,
okay, and what was that payout looking like?
It was 700 to win, like 670 something like that.
Damn, son, that's a big boy bet for Double Down. Off the tail of Admiral Brian being hot. Our number one fan, number one viewer, supporter. Much love to you, Shadows. Great to see you as well. College basketball is something that I've been curious about, the dynamic between. What do you think is the main difference between betting on NBA and college basketball?
I mean, it's a completely different game. Longer shot clock.
Completely.
These guys can't hit free throws.
They're not automatic.
It's completely different game.
It's like a fucking completely different game. I would say
it's a much more enjoyable game to watch. Let's say that.
Yeah, it is. The fouls are. I mean, if you like basketball, I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not watching college basketball, because that's the way the game's supposed to be played. There's no stars there's stars obviously, but there's no like LeBrons in the league that are just going to get calls every time they go to the basket. Generally, there's a little bit of fuckery too on the home floor, so you can kind of play into that with the refs and shit. But just overall, like college basketball is just great. I mean, especially at like the blue blood schools, like you watch like a Duke play or a Kentucky play, like the fans are fucking crazy and shit. It's a great game, dude. Like it's a great game. I hope you get into it because the NBA is just goddamn awful to watch. So,
dude, it really is, bro.
Yeah.
And dude, and also with the NBA, there's so many stoppages as well. Like just the game is slowly been progressively getting slower and slower.
I fail to see how they're going to have like a watchable product in the next 10 years. I just don't understand it. You got to streamline this game. Adam Silver's talking about, I mean, that's the one thing we can really fucking talk about. Adam Silver comes out and says he wants 10-minute quarters now instead of 12.
For what?
Because the games fucking suck and he knows it. Like, I mean, Bri, when we look at like the numbers of people watching these games, like how much they're down by what, like 40% this year?
They're down a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, load management's part of it. There's just way too many fucking games in a year. 82 games is way too long. So the solution should not be cutting the games to 10-minute quarters. That's dumb.
Are you guys ready for another fucking year of a terrible All-Star game?
$150 regardless if it's 48 minutes or 40 minutes. So I'd rather pay $150 to watch 48 minutes of basketball instead of 40.
Than 40. You guys ready to watch another terrible All-Star game? Because I will not be watching the dunk contest.
We are
won't be betting on it.
No, we're done with All-Star games. We learned our lesson last year. We got absolutely cock-slapped. Like, nobody's business on every single All-Star game we bet. How about that NHL All-Star game that was created by fucking
Connor McDavid,
McJesus, and we just didn't even know it until like fucking the first drill, and they're like, "Well, Connor McDavid designed all these drills." Yeah, that was fucking great. I wish somebody would have tipped me on that fucking shit before I bet on everyone else besides McDavid. Yeah, fuck the All-Star games, fuck everything else. What really what really comes down to it's fucking the NBA is like quickly becoming
the WNBA.
Yeah, like it's just like even like last year people are watching WNBA games. Like that's just like that's what we're dealing with right now. If people are watching WNBA over your sport, like NBA shit, like you got to do something about the product on the floor. Load management is garbage, but like Bryce said, 82 games is fucking ridiculous, man. Like, we don't need 82 games to decide this shit. Like, Brian, what's a good number? 60?
40.
50? I
40.
mean, they can't do 40 because they'll lose so much fucking money just off
I
the
know.
But
they'll never reduce the schedule because of money.
Yeah. I mean, do you think dropping 2 minutes off of a quarter would make a big difference in the game?
Probably not. It's just the fact that you pay all that money to go to games and now you have lesser product.
That's what I'm saying. And the fact that they charge like what they charge just to get into a fucking game, it's ridiculous, dude.
It would be like baseball. Instead of going to the pitch clock, they'd be like, oh, we're only playing 7.5 innings.
Yeah, but you still got to pay 9 innings. You know what I mean?
Should they shrink the shot clock?
So how much more can you drop it? Isn't it like 20?
It's 24.
24. I mean, in my opinion, if anything, the shot clock should go to 35.
Wait, it should be longer? Why? So they can slowly walk down the court? Like they already roll the ball out to half court and then they pick it up there and they just. I think it should be a faster paced game. It slows down every fucking call. There's a call for everything. Oh my God, double dribble. Oh my God, this. Oh, he elbowed him. He tapped him on the shoulder. Giannis is flopping. Like
that's the main point here, though. Like it's not about the game time. It's about the refs. That's what it's about. The refs need to swallow the fucking whistle and let the fucking dudes play ball. Like that's the simple as that. Brian, if the refs were told, listen, 50% of your calls need to go away. If they were told that, the games would be so much better. There's no flow to these games. Like, in the NFL, in between plays, they're going to be huddling up. It still doesn't feel like there's fucking space. You know what I mean? They're running replays. They're doing this. They're talking about this. Like, it's a slow game. NFL football is a very fucking slow game, but it feels fast-paced because of everything else they can do around it. Here's a good play you saw earlier. Here's a good defensive stand. Here's a fucking good offensive play. Look at this guy blocking. Like, you can do all this shit, but like the NBA has no game flow whatsoever. Like in college basketball, you have a significantly faster game, and it's way better to watch. It's a better product. I just
give me a 35-second shot clock so we can pass the ball around a little bit more. Yeah, like I said, I like the college game better just because there's more movement and more time to set up plays.
I mean, I feel like at one point I read something about the reason why the NBA is a failed sport or will be a failed sport is because it's a solved game. Rocky, did you bring that up at one point?
A solved game, define that.
Like, they have learned how to play the game. Like, the game is, I have to shoot 53s a game. And if we hit half of them, we're going to win the fucking game. So now it's literally just that. It's 3-pointers and fucking 2-pointers from around the rim. That's all it is. That's all it is.
True.
We're looking at the highlights.
I didn't make that point, but that's true.
Yeah, it's a solved game, dude. You know how to
Corner
play it.
three.
If I'm going to win, I have to shoot a bunch of fucking 3-pointers and high percentage 2-point shots. There's no mid-range game at all anymore.
I agree. I'll let this ad play because it's a sports betting one. I don't know, dude. Even back, if you go back like 10 years ago, like even though the Warriors and the Cavs were in the finals every year, it was a high, fast-paced level of basketball. And honestly, I feel like when Kobe retired, it kind of just all went down the drain. And that's not just because Kobe Bryant and all this, but like that mentality of that early 2000s, mid 2000s, like grit and grind. I'm not friends with everybody. I'm not gonna sit. Fucking everything's not a foul basketball. It's gone. And it's also because every league kind of gone towards that. Every league wants more scoring, because that's what they think people came to see. And I think all leagues are kind of getting that fucked up because people are like, we're not scoring enough. In soccer, it's the most popular sport on earth, and half the time they end in a 0-0 draw. I think people want to see competition. Look at this. Kick out, free shot, even if it goes in or not. Yeah, no defense, cool. Kick out. We'll give it to fucking Austin Reeves.
High percentage
kick out
to the 3. That's again like we've watched this highlight. It's been 3 minutes. We've seen only 3 points and only layups or dunks.
You've seen the whole game.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like, and that's boring as shit. And who wants to see a foul called every 10 seconds? Like, this game is fucked. I don't even know what you do. Like, I think everyone's taking this like laying down right now. Mm-hmm. But in 5 years, if this shit continues, like this is not going to be good for the NBA at all. Like this is going to get worse and worse and worse. Baseball was in a bad position before the fucking pitch clock. I couldn't watch a baseball game before the pitch
I still
clock.
Can't watch the baseball game, dude.
I've been able to watch a few more baseball games just because of the clock.
Fair enough. I just want to check into this. Like, this is just optically a completely different, like type of basketball. This is 2002. This is Kobe versus Tracy McGrady. And this game, you can just feel the pace and the fucking oomph to it. The game's a lot tougher. Look at the defense being played. And just look at how all-star players are able to incorporate just like a competitive willpower. And just see if optically it looks a little bit different than what we just watched.
Well, one, yes. But this was back when you didn't shoot 95% three-point shots. So
true.
Like that mid-range jumper right there that McGrady just popped, like who shoots that now? Who the fuck shoots that jumper now? Who shoots this jumper?
That's gross.
Yeah, but who shoots that jumper now? Nobody shoots this jumper. Nobody.
LeBron does the little turnaround, but that's about it. Look at the like.
Man. Just the passing was better too, though. Passing a little bit crisper, a little bit more ingenuity. I feel like we just kind of became robots, dude.
I think what half of it is that like Jesus. Okay, T-Mac, holy. I think half of it is like, dude,
buddy.
how many games turn into blowouts nowadays that are just like 30-point blowouts with just nothing but fouls? God, I miss Kobe.
Yeah, you just don't see this shit now,
Smacking the backboard after blowing by T-Mac. Look at this. Dunk, smacks the backboard. Come on now, boy.
Kobe was that dude, man.
Yeah.
He was such a fuck, too. But that would have been a foul now.
Yeah.
He would have gotten fouled like 6 times in this highlight now. You got to let him play defense, man. You got to let him play defense. You got to let him be creative. You got to stop fucking shooting goddamn all the threes. There's been a lot of talk about them limiting three-pointers. Like, you can only shoot 20 three-pointers a game. Like, what does that do? Like, Brian, if you were to fucking say, hey, listen, we're going to shoot, you're only allowed to shoot 20 three-pointers a game. Do you think that makes the game better?
No.
Right.
I mean, there's a softball rule after 4 home runs, they're outs.
And the most pitiful thing that I want to touch on, even though it's not like, I think it all culminates in this. This is the worst product in sports. This is the hands down worst product in sports. And I think this just goes to show the exact entanglement. I'll spare you the ads. The exact entanglement of what I'm speaking
now
on.
The worst. It used to be the second.
Electric. It used to be electric, dude. They used to actually play and like try to beat each other. Like, you ever seen the clip of Kobe at 18 years old talking about like, oh, everyone's calling Michael Jordan Black Jesus and the Black Panther and all this shit. And he's like, nah, you got to show me. You got to show me. Now it's just literally just them going out and like let's just watch a couple seconds of this here.
The worst was always the NFL Pro Bowl.
Yeah, that Pro Bowl is still terrible, by the way.
I didn't watch it this year.
What's the point? What is this?
This is the last year's All-Star game, which we're coming up on again. They just picked all the All-Star selections for this year, so I thought it'd be like a good time to touch on it.
Now where it's like teams of 4 against each other or some shit like that?
I have no idea, but it's just stand around, jack up 3 basketball. Bored by LeBron. He's like, oh, they want a show? Run down, no one there. Awesome. That's fantastic.
I just don't see the point of this game anymore. I really don't. It makes no sense to me.
No, look, a 3.
What about this interest you?
Nothing. You want to know why? Because this is what I was touching on. Everyone's saying that there needs to be more scoring. This is a game of just scoring, and it's not entertaining because it's not competitive.
But again, like your point with soccer, though, like a game doesn't need to have 10 fucking, when you're watching soccer, a game doesn't need to have 10 goals for it to be entertaining. Like, it can be a really tightly contested 1-0 or fucking 0-0 or fucking draw or whatever the fuck. You could still feel like you got your fucking money's worth watching that fucking game just because of the way it's set up, because of the strategy in it. And I really think the NFL kind of benefits from the same strategy. I think the NBA is just kind of checkers and everything else is just like chess.
It's the same thing of like, but look at the comparison between like, okay, the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight schematically is two big names, gets people on the fucking on the pay-per-view button, and you go and you pay to watch it, and there's no competitive level. 1 and 2, it's a 70-year-old versus a fucking 25-year-old. When people won't turn on the fucking TV for a regular boxing match with 2 up-and-coming fighters who are actually really fucking training hard. But the money is what it's the same reason like people will complain about. I know it's a weird comparison. People will complain about OnlyFans, like, oh, all these women are doing like, well, there's a bunch of men paying for it. So if people are playing for the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, they're gonna keep doing things like that. They want to stay with the big names, like everything. It doesn't matter if the All-Star game's having some more scoring. They're gonna be like, okay, people like scoring, do scoring. But it's been up in the air about like people not liking any of the All-Star games. And I think the MLB does it right, where whoever, I don't know if they do it, but the suggestion was whoever wins, which conference wins the All-Star game gets home court advantage in their respected league finals.
Yeah, I think that's what they still do. And I think that
they don't.
They don't.
No, right, they should.
Stupid. Again, All-Star games make no sense to me, but I think what differentiates like football and the fact of like the huge audience around it. Obviously, the fantasy game really supported just football's explosion, but there's 17 games. there's like an innate tension in every fucking game because every game matters. And I think that's what really is the bottom line. Like, the NFL on Sunday, on Monday, and Thursday now, they're going to have a product on the field. Like, and it's, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to see a fucking tension-filled game, like where every snap matters. Like, it just does. The NBA doesn't have that because we have 82 games. I would argue that that's what hurts hockey the most, too. Hockey has also 82 games. It's too many fucking games. It's just too much. Like, if you split these seasons in half, like Bry fucking suggested, now every Tuesday and Wednesday there's NBA basketball. That's it. And it's packed from fucking noon to midnight. There's fucking basketball on. That's it. Like, that would make a fucking difference. Like, the NFL has a day. Like, if you ever tried to play fantasy basketball,
I've tried hockey once, never doing it.
Yeah, but it's a goddamn nightmare. Like, you have to pick lineups for the week, and then, like, you never know who's fucking playing, and it's just a goddamn nightmare. But, like, with football, listen, they're either playing Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. That's it. Now I have to pick for these games.
They should go Tuesday, Friday.
You want to know why they'll never do it? You want to know why they'll never do it? Is especially a league like the NHL, the majority of their revenue outside of ticket sales comes from their TV deals.
Yeah,
and the less product you have on the screen, the less payment you're making, the less fucking shit you have to cover.
162 games.
So there's 32 teams. Let's call it 16. 16 times 32. Or no, my bad. 16 times 82. So there's 1,312 games practically in every hockey season. That's a ton of fucking money. Because 16 is like pretty much half of fucking 32.
Yeah.
So like, because all teams have to play each other. So if you did 32, there has to be two teams to do a game. No, so that's 1,312 games, or the fuck I just said, and that's their value in ticket sales. Especially like if you look at the dynamic between, each league's revenue source. The NHL primarily makes most of their money through ticket sales, which is like not the same in every other sport. Basketball makes up most of his money through its TV deals, and football makes most of his money through its TV deals and merchandise.
I feel like football, though, again, we talked about betting. I feel like there's a stronger onus on betting in the NFL as well. Like, they got like the special touchdown bets and shit like that. There's just like nothing to equate it to the fucking like NBA or NHL. Like, you could bet somebody to score a goal in the NHL. It ain't the same fucking like. It's not the same probability that they score. Like, certain dudes are gonna fucking usually score a touchdown in the NFL.
Do you want to know why? Well, obviously you know why. It's because there's play calls that are planned for specific players, and specific players have the ability to go and create for themselves. Where in basketball, there's not like one type of scoring, so you have to do like over or under with points. There are teams that especially use iso ball, where it's like you put your best player and you clear the floor so they can isolate and get to the bucket and get points and generate it that way. So they're creating their points, and obviously in hockey there's a little bit of that as well, but more of a it's the pace. And like then you look at baseball, that pace, dude, it's just absolutely miserable in my opinion. Like if any of your baseball fans, I'm sorry. It's you go there and you sit there, and like in person it's kind of nice. Do you really love baseball?
He lives for baseball.
Actually?
Yeah, he loves baseball.
Who's your team? Phillies? Yeah, it's one of the first baseball games I've ever seen. I saw a Phillies Brewers game in person for the first time. It's cool in person. It's nice, but I don't know. What do you think is the most slept on sport?
Hockey.
NASCAR.
Hockey?
Yeah, NASCAR too, by the way.
NASCAR. I agree.
Yeah, you know what, Bri? And we're coming up, and Rocky Prop was real concerned today. He's like, I don't even know what we're going to talk about. I felt him already trying to ask for the day off. So
I was like, not at all. I was not at all. I was just curious.
Whatever he wants to say right now, he was definitely asking for the day off. Just like wasn't a roundabout.
I had the stream up. I had the stream up early this morning.
Okay, Rock. All right. Yeah, you and I both know what you were doing. So let's not fucking just tell me I'm a lying piece of shit. What we're doing right now, Rocky, is gaslighting me, and I don't appreciate it. You like that term?
Yes.
You like that term, you fucking gaslighter? Anyways, back to the point. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Do you even have anything to say? What can we even touch on? And Bri, this morning I turned on my TV, and because I live in a very southern place, it's news when NASCAR comes back. And I see that the Clash is what, Sunday?
Is it Sunday?
It's fucking Sunday, buddy. We're back in the fucking car. We're finally back in the car. And my goal this year is to actually get Rocky Prop to watch NASCAR.
Don't watch the Clash.
Don't watch the Clash. Clash is fucking terrible. But we got Daytona to start off the fucking season. It's going to be fantastic. I think Daytona is going to be electric this year. Red Bull makes its reintroduction to fucking NASCAR, by the way. SVG pulls in Red Bull. I feel like NASCAR is going to go through another stage of growth again. I feel like even in the betting markets, it's gotten a little bit tighter over the last couple of years. I really hope NASCAR makes a comeback, man. That's a great sport.
With NASCAR, I've probably watched more NASCAR racing than I have to college football.
That's a travesty.
I mean, it's just how the cookie
I
crumbles.
just fucking shit his pants with that information.
I have in my lifetime, definitely.
Okay. Well, I forget Logano's a Connecticut boy, and you can't fucking.
I met him in person.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a piece of shit. Real good guy.
Wow.
He is a piece of shit. Brian, is he not a piece of shit?
I love Logano.
Why? Because he wrecks people?
But he's a piece of shit, correct?
Because he wrecks people?
He's like one of the nicest possible guys on the circuit, but once you get him in the car, he is
fucking animal.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a competitor. He's like Kobe.
I'll watch him drive through anybody. I got to be honest with you. That's part of the reason why I like Chastain when he came through, because he was just driving through everybody too, but now he's lost his balls. So look out for Gibbs. Brian, we're going to do our fucking NASCAR fucking season total, season wins total fucking pod very shortly, probably next weekend. So I'll give you some season total.
Excuse me?
What?
Next weekend, excuse me?
Yeah, next weekend. Why?
Next
Friday, Bryce. So we don't have to talk about the fucking. Sunday, we're talking Super Bowl. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? For all of us that aren't in the fucking game, we're done with football. Okay. We're done with football. It's a horrible sport. I fucking hate it. It's below the NBA now.
Not true. We're gonna be making bread.
Rocky, have you seen the 900,000 tweets that they're gonna boycott the Super Bowl?
Yes, they're not going to boycott. It's a fucking Super Bowl. That's like boycotting Christmas. I don't know. A bunch of fucking clowns do. I hate everyone.
They're so fucking stupid, man.
They're going to boycott the Super Bowl. They're killing the trees. Fuck out of my face.
Shadow says, is it because Josh sold the bag?
Oh.
No, it's because we lost. That's it.
They kind of did sell the bag a little bit. That's not funny. Nah, I feel bad. I ain't gonna clown you too much.
You feel real bad over there. You look
if
real.
the Bills would have won,
Yeah,
and the hot streak I'm on in college basketball, we'd be gone to the game.
absolutely.
And that's what makes me so mad about Josh Allen.
Yeah, it was Josh Allen's fault. That's for sure.
And the Bills defense.
Yeah, it was the Bills' defense fault. That's for sure. Definitely. Wasn't the refs fucking absolutely dicking us.
And you have the ball to win the game with
Rock,
2 minutes
do you
left.
have that video I sent to the fucking group chat? Do you have the fucking video I sent to the group chat of 6 minutes of the refs fucking the Bills in this game?
You have the ball with
I can open it though. Hold on.
Yeah, open it. Let's play it. Let's watch a little bit of this while Admiral tries to tell me it was the Bills' fault they lost this game.
You have the ball with 3 minutes left. Win the game.
3 minutes left, and we got absolutely fucking dicked on many fucking calls.
All right, hold on. Un momento, please.
Fact, Bri. Just a fact. Bri actually didn't see it, but he saw it, and he knows he did.
I'm not saying that there weren't bad calls in the game, but the simple fact is you are down 3. Less than 3, right? How many did you lose by?
3.
You're down 3 with 3 minutes left to go, and you can't drive.
All right, hold on.
I think we probably shouldn't have been down 3 in the beginning. And I already said that the coaching and play calling decisions in this game were fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible.
All right, let's take a look here.
Rock, run this fucking video.
the NFL have an officiating problem? Well, let's go to the tape. There's two things that I noticed in this game. Number one, the Bills were repeatedly short-spotted by the officials. This is James Cook in the first quarter. Take it away, Jim.
What world is that not a first down?
Well, I think everyone can agree that that is indeed a first down. Nice run by Cook there to gain an impressive
11 yards. He's tough.
11 yards, actually. Ooh, nice run. Oh, but hold on. James Cook is a little confused now because the refs are in a huddle, and they have come to the conclusion that he did not gain 11 yards, nor did he gain 10 yards. He actually gained 9. Yes, somehow that was only a 9-yard run. Look where they spotted the ball.
Whoa.
You got to be kidding me.
They didn't even bring out the
Okay,
chains.
so maybe that was just a one-time mistake. This is now the second quarter. This is going to be Amari Cooper. Josh Allen takes the snap, and he's going to find Amari Cooper off to the left here. He catches the ball, turns around. Now he slowed it down a bit here. It's kind of hard to tell, but it sure looks like he gets the pylon to me. But
They're going to mark him about a yard shy.
Whoa,
again,
interesting.
look where they marked the ball.
He was definitely there.
If he didn't get the first down,
Dude,
he
this
was
is
still a lot
fucked up.
closer than that.
This is fucked
Again,
up,
this time
dude.
in the fourth quarter.
It's worse.
Go up top to Cook. Frankel there to shove him out, but it's a 10-yard gain.
That's a first down, right?
Hold on there, Jimmy
No.
boy.
Marking short of the first, by the way. No, that's a huge now.
That's a 9-yard gain right there, guys.
Keep seeing.
Seeing what? Seeing what, Tony? I think Tony got his microphone cut. Okay, this is the third down play before the Josh Allen fourth down play. Big play here. Allen over to Kincaid. Kincaid looks like he's got the first down once again. Oh,
His knees
but
might have been
wait a
down right
minute
there.
Again, gonna mark him short. What a shock. So that's 4. That's 4. Can we go for 5? Here's the big play. Josh Allen pushing. Looks like he got the first down, but you know,
the ref.
it's
the ref.
hard to tell.
You then
If only
start
we
to
had an
walk around.
official
Yeah,
or
okay.
something out there that could see the play and make a call.
He was definitely that short, though, right?
Says first down the way he's stepping to the near side. Oh, they're moving it back. They're both moving it back. They had it easily over. They brought it back quite a bit. Had to get to that line. He's playing. Under review.
Oh, well, I'm sure they'll get it straightened out on replay. But here's the kicker is that on the field, the call was ruled in favor of Kansas City.
Shocker.
They need definitive proof to overturn.
That's over. That overhead shot is over.
Buffalo.
That's,
Again, they
dude,
need definitive
that's what I'm
proof to
talking about.
overturn the
That's
call.
fucking
This
ridiculous.
is your point right here. Watch him up here where he's going to mark it. Yes.
Look
He's in
at-
front of the line. He's got to move around someone. He's below the line on the bottom. Well, those are two very different spots.
So one guy calls it a first down. The other guy calls it not a first down. Unfortunately, the guy calling it not a first down has more power, so he overrules the other guy. Thus, the call on the field is in Kansas City's favor. And what do you know? There's inconclusive proof to overturn.
Dude, this is fucked
How
up.
did you see it, Gene? I felt like he gained it by about a third of the football, Jim. That was just my take on the play.
Interesting.
Tough play. I agree.
All righty, let's do a few more just for fun. Here's this ridiculous play. Get a load of this guy.
Buffalo is challenging the prior play with respect to the possession of the ball by the defense prior being down.
Okay, ref. Dude doesn't even know what he's cheating about.
After review, the ruling of the field stands as called. It is a Kansas City catch. And first down and goal.
Oh, Tony, I know you're not going to agree with this one.
And well, you shouldn't, Tony. In fact, nobody should because they ruled this a catch for Xavier Worthy on the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 1 in red there. Here's what happens. Let's see. The Bills player catches the ball.
This is definitely a
as he's
catch,
going to the
too,
ground.
right?
Oh, it hits the ground. That's an incomplete pass, right?
That's a catch.
But no, somehow they ruled this a catch for number 1 on the Chiefs.
The
There.
ball hit the
There's
ground?
the ball. It hits the
Look
ground.
at the ball. It's on the
Yeah.
ground.
In the
Yes,
Chiefs
absolutely.
player's arms. But again, it was
In any
initially
other
ruled in
fucking-
favor of the
any
Chiefs
other
on the
fucking play,
field.
that-
So,
that's an incomplete pass.
inconclusive proof, of course.
No
for them to
fucking hand
overturn it.
underneath the
Although
ball,
that
no
looked pretty
fucking
conclusive to
nothing.
me.
This is
And we're just gonna
disgusting.
close up with this one for
Yeah,
fun. This
it's
is the
fucking
last play
blatant.
of the game. Desperation time for the Bills. Josh Allen heaves it up,
Gets-
and Dalton Kincaid almost comes down with it. He does not catch it. That's pretty much going to be it for the Bills. Oh, but wait, there's a flag on the play. Here's the strange thing about this flag is that it was actually picked up by the officials after the incomplete pass hit the ground. One has to wonder if Dalton Kincaid had caught that pass, would that have been a holding penalty on the Bills or something of the like? I hate to say it, but I think it would have been. So there you go. That's my take of this whole ridiculous situation. Conspiracy theory time. The NFL wants the Kansas City Chiefs to three-peat. And on the podium after the game, Travis Kelce will retire and ask Taylor Swift to marry him.
That's
Think
insane, dude.
of the rich.
Bry is going to be
heard
coming
it here
back
first.
next
Thank you for-
after the Super Bowl with another video very similar to this one, explaining why the refs dicked Saquon Barkley out of 14 first downs. And we're going to watch Taylor Swift get proposed to at midfield. So
Dude,
can't wait for
fucking
that, Bry.
ridiculous, bro.
Ready yourself for another loss to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl there, buddy.
We'll be fine.
Shadows, I want you to know that I am putting my firstborn child and my kidneys on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. I think it would only be right. So let's go, Chiefs.
Fucking ridiculous, bro. It's really like, as a sports fan, like gross to even want to watch any of these games. And I never want to watch a fucking Chiefs game in general. It just sucks because, like, there was a popular sports bettor, I forget his name, that old white guy who went on Rogan. He was talking about, he's like, if there's no legitimacy in sports betting, then or in sports, then what are we really even watching it for?
Yeah.
And it's just a sad state of affairs when you live your life and you look for entertainment to be able to, whether it's music or movies or whatever the case may be. Sports is the one thing that the unknown is the best part of it. And to watch somebody specific, and that's another thing too, bro. And also, like, it's not fair to sports bettors. Like, if people I just saw this thing, the NHL talking about how they just made it how they are legalized for sports gambling in every literal nation in the world through millions of different platforms that they kept signing contracts with. And like, for football, it's got to be even bigger. And for the fact that it's so obviously like slanted in one, like the field's tilted in one direction. Like,
it's interesting too. Terry Rozier just got popped for.
Yeah, I'm fucked. My team sucks, dude. I'm so screwed.
There was a game a couple years ago where Terry Rozier was supposed to play a heavy roll in, and after 9 minutes, he got taken out. And similar to the Jonte Porter shit, he was taken out by his coach. Said he had an injury, and then only played long enough for them to confirm the bet as a loss. And then he was pulled out of the game. So there's all sorts of weird shit going on. And Brian, I think, would agree with the fact that there are times when Vegas makes a call or the NFL makes a call and a certain thing cannot happen, and it does not happen. Bri, how many interesting calls have you been a part of as a gambler?
I mean, football's not even the most manipulated sport.
It's not.
I mean, you look at baseball, every single ball and strike matters.
Every single ball and strike matters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think everyone's pretty much in favor of robo-umps to call balls and strikes. At least I am.
Yep.
Basketball, heavily manipulated. Obviously, go back to Sacramento Lakers.
One of the most egregious fucking games. What was that? Game 5 or game 4?
Game 7.
Game 7. There you go. Sorry. One of the most egregiously called games ever. Just ever. Period.
I mean, the shit also happens in NASCAR.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, did someone pass under the yellow line? I don't know. Well, who was it? Oh, it was Dale Earnhardt Jr. We'll let it go. Like it happens in every sport. So, what can you do? We did this to ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love this shit too much and care about it too much, and we rely on human judgment and greed to fuck us. So it is what it is.
And this is our roundabout way of saying Degen Fantasy is canceled from now on.
It's good knowing you guys.
Rocky
really appreciate it.
Going solo as the parlay master.
The master, yeah.
The Admiral's going solo as Penn State Admiral, probably. Maybe Philly Admiral.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's already a Philly captain.
Damn. All right.
Well, yeah. Do you guys want to build out a parlay, or are we good for the show?
Let's. Bri, you got picks?
Yes, I have picks.
Hey, here we go.
It's a shitty college basketball slate, but I do like one game is in the MAC. Akron's on an 8-game winning streak. Surprisingly, they're underdogs at Kent State, which is really weird. Ken Palm has Akron as the 101st team in the nation. Kent State 137th, 6th, somewhere in that area. And Akron's really hot, so I don't really understand the spread, but the numbers say bet Akron, so I'm taking Akron money line, $50 to win 73.
To win 73 or to win 25?
To win 73. They're
Okay.
Underdogs. They're 3.5 dogs.
There's a couple games on tonight. Is Butler versus Georgetown right now, Brown versus Penn State, Harvard versus Columbia, Iona versus Manhattan, St. Peter's. Yeah, it's a bad slate tonight.
All right. Is that it for Admiral?
Yep.
All right. Play the music.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not bad either. All right. We have a private school from around Buffalo playing tonight against Niagara. It's Canisius. We're going to take the +3.5 against Niagara. My model has this as a Canisius win outright. And then I looked on Bart Torvik, a little bit of Ken Palm. Line has Niagara shaded to like 0.5 point. I'm going to take Canisius +3.5. That's 110 to win 100.
I like that one a lot. Very nice. And then I'm trying to see what other games are tonight. Indiana, Purdue, Siena, Pittsburgh, Wake Forest. That's Saturday. Okay, cool. Like that very much, gentlemen.
Also, everybody here, just be mindful that because there are some games that are going to be on Saturday, big CBB slate, Brian, myself are going to update the Twitter with any picks that we have just throughout the week, just so everybody can kind of tell there as well. Also, we got UFC tomorrow. I'll dive into those and throw out the picks for that as well.
Cool.
Go to the Twitter.
The Twitter. All right, cool. So those are dope. Good picks. And I don't have any plays. I do have a play. I just locked that in. I put your guys' both together, 31 to win 145. My play of the night is I got a 4-leg parlay. It is +127. It is 50 to win 107. It is Wemby +20 points, Jason Robertson +2 shots on goal, Tyrese Maxey +3 or 3+ made threes, and then the Denver Nuggets money line.
50 to win 70 what?
To 75. Win 107.
What's the odds?
The odds are never mind. Hold on. What the fuck?
50 to win 57?
Yes, 50 to win 57.
Wemby over what?
Over 20.
Robertson over 2.
Over 2. Maxey over 3 made threes and Denver Nuggets money line.
See, Rocky conveniently forgets to subtract his bet out of the winnings.
Yeah, Rocky likes to fucking dick around.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Rocky likes to fucking
I'm still learning.
Around. Yeah, you're still learning, huh? That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. You're still learning. No,
I've never hit a parlay in my life.
I'll throw him a little bit of bail on the fucking like the legitimate books. They do that thing where they include the steak with the fucking, you know what I mean? So it looks bigger than it is.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
that's
fucking
mean.
ridiculous.
That's mean of them.
Yeah, it's bullshit, is what it is.
Well, they do it because it's like, oh, I'm only going to be putting $50 and winning 125.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that sounds great. Oh, my 50 was already in the 125.
Yeah, they're good about that.
I did tell
legger from Rocky. So, had another. Go ahead,
Rocky. How have your props been going?
I had 2 parlays from last night. One was 50 to win 325, and the other one was $10 from free play to win 137, and both of them missed because they had the Magic on the parlay.
Okay. So this is now turned into an intervention. This is a parlay intervention of Rocky Prop. Rocky Prop.
Rocky, for this intervention, I wrote you a letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Brian just wants you to just know how it's affecting him
Okay.
when you do these things. Go ahead, Brian.
Dear Rocky, I just want you to know that we all care about you. We care about you so much. But you have a major problem that is affecting all of us. It affects not only the podcast, your friends, but also your family. We want you to always know that we're here for you, but you need to get control of your parlays because one leg always fucks them up. Please
don't laugh.
Take this as a cry for help because we really enjoy your company and don't want you to become bankrupt. Love, Degen Fantasy.
And I can't tell you how much that should mean to you, Rocky Prop. Admiral doesn't write letters often, and he did that for you. And I just want you to feel that in your heart. Now,
Shadows, I'm gonna tail this, bro. How many legs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Love it. Locking it in right now. 300.
10 to win 130. Shadows, is that $10 included? Because it might be 10 to win 120, you son of a bitch.
Shadows we just went through an intervention, and Shadows is like in the background as the drug dealer.
Shadows, how much should I put on this, dude? Shadows, how much? What are you thinking? 25? The little 30 piece? What are you thinking? Shadows, my car check just hit, and I'm thinking if I flip it, I can get a nicer car,
Yeah, Rocky Prop. What did I tell you to do when we first started this show?
You said fade the public and limit your exposure.
That is, yes, limit your exposure. But what else did I say?
Don't place parlays.
Without?
I don't know.
Placing?
Straight bets.
Straight bets. Correct.
Dan, I'm not gonna lie. I never really play straight bets in the first place. It's when we started.
So Rocky, the last parlay that you threw out yesterday for $50.
Mm-hmm.
How many legs was that? 66?
60?
No, 6 legs.
Yeah, 60.
No, hold on. I said to the group
I think
chat.
it was 8, Bri, by the way.
Legs.
8 legs, and you hit 7 of the 8.
Yeah.
But they're all alt lines, right?
No. Garland was 2+. No, there was an alternate line too. Yeah. So it's Lakers, Timberwolves, Cavs, Hurricanes money line with the Magic. Magic were the only one that missed, and it was Garland over 18, LeBron over 21, and Darius Garland over 2 threes.
He's getting suckered into the alt line parlays. Yeah, and this is what happens.
But it wasn't even the alt line that because the alt lines make you add more legs.
Because you're not just going to take a minus 800 straight up. Why would you do that? That's fucking stupid. But I will pair it with like 3 other things because it might fucking be a plus money parlay.
This is true.
Listen, you want to stay in the game? You learn how to stay in the game. This is not how you stay in the game.
Just remember this letter that I wrote you, Rocky.
We're going to frame that and put it on Rocky's wall is what we're going to do.
If I don't hit tonight, I'm retiring from sports betting.
See, that's the stupid shit I don't want to hear.
But see, Rocky, this is what I'm trying to get in the game, Dan. I want to get out.
You want to get out. You know what? How about you fucking man up and place a straight bet, you son of a bitch? I don't know how hard this is.
It was blank.
Well, we're going to frame it and put it up on his wall anyways. It's framed. Anyways, back to the point. Stop jerking off the mic with your mouth like a fucking whore. Anyways, back to the point. What I want you to know is this. In fucking 2 months, because we are in the dog days of sports, baby. Nothing but fucking bullshit sports and college basketball and NASCAR. You're going to be in trouble. You better fucking tighten up a little bit and start placing straight bets.
Okay.
Tighten up. This is the same kid that came in here with a hockey shot, fucking edge little system that he had that was smacking. And where has the hockey shots been, buddy? I've seen Jason Robertson like 47 times and nobody else. What's going on? Do you even watch hockey anymore?
I don't. So I don't have cable, 1 and 2.
Fucking ESPN Plus costs $8. I don't want to hear it right now.
And two. Honestly, one thing that really affected me with the hockey shots was I don't know. I think having listen, this is gonna sound stupid, but legitimately, having Prize Picks as a tool made it so easy to look at players to target in on and then acclimate them to my edge. Because I could see what their lines are in a nice fucking geographical fucking layout. Look at their last 5 just for reference. Just be like, okay, the last 5 is pretty consistent. Why? And then look at that and go from there. Why is their line not moved? And without it, it's been kind of tough to do the research.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
That was interesting.
Because you were using something called NHL Edge for a while, and that stopped. So I'm just wondering why.
Because there's fucking like 800 players in the NHL, and there's 800 players to look on NHL Edge, but it doesn't show like it shows their like in zone time and their speed. You want to focus on faster players and stuff like that. So that's how I would take someone who's consistently hitting and see why. I suck, Dan. I suck at all of it. Is that what you want me to say?
No, I want you to fucking get back to the system that made you money. This is the only talk we're having.
Lucky, you just hit 7 out of 8 legs.
They were all alternate lines.
Yeah, but you don't suck.
You guys try to make me cry.
No, I'm trying to fucking make you a man right now.
Any good intervention has some tears.
Brian cried at least once during that reading. By the way,
all right, we need to fix the vibes real quick. Hold on.
And Rocky's got another 8-leg parlay he wants to throw out. Go ahead, Rock. What do you got?
All right, guys. First and foremost, we're taking the San Jose Sharks and the Buffalo Sabres to win.
Yeah, that's a mistake. That's mistake number 1 right there.
Dan said play straight legs. I'm placing $100 every night on the Sabres till they win. Catch it on YouTube.
You're gonna be bankrupt by like the end of the week.
That's funny.
Flyers are officially in tank mode. We just made a trade last night, so we should be losing some games here soon.
Gotta love that. We're gonna watch out for that. Who'd they trade away, Bri?
They traded away Frost and Farabee.
So, Rocky Prop, what the fuck? Because you used to hit us with NHL news all the time. Where's the NHL news? You're not even watching the game anymore.
Colorado sent Mikko Rantanen to Carolina, and Taylor Hall also went to Carolina. Only thing that Chicago got for Taylor Hall was a 3rd-round pick, and then in return from Colorado, they got this dude named Martin Nikas, who from Carolina, who's really nasty. But Carolina brings in Mikko Rantanen and Taylor Hall, and they're both Taylor Hall's an original 1st-round pick, all-star, fucking nasty player, and Chicago just, I guess, got dicked out of it because they wanted to retain some salary and go with someone a little bit younger. But Carolina is for fucking real.
Yeah, Carolina should make a deep playoff run this year. That's
Carolina's sure. like really, really fucking nasty.
Well, to get Rantanen like that is fucking insane.
I got to look at their lineup real quick, dude.
They're fucking nasty, dude.
Carolina Hurricanes lineup. Dude, it's fucking insane. Hold on, look at this. I use this a lot too. I use Daily Face-Off. I just got to screen share this. They're actually like probably one of the best teams in the East. Let me see. I'm gonna go. I gotta drop these bubbles down. Hold
Cowboys
on.
hire
There we go.
Cardinals O-line coach as their OC.
Can you switch computer? What are we doing? Switch. There we go. All right. Hurricane starting lineup is Mikko Rantanen, Jack Roslovic, and Jackson Blake. That's okay. Svechnikov, Kontaniemi, and Eric Robinson's nasty. Martin Hook, Stahl, Jarvis, Suzuki. I don't know who the fuck that is. Slavin, Brent Burns, Orlov, Chatfield, Gostisbehere on their 3rd defensive line. And dude, they're just young, fast, and gross. And they also have Aho and Taylor Hall out. When they hop and Jesper Fast, when they're in the and William Carrier, when they're all in the lineup, they're gonna be fucking scary.
Yeah, we're gonna be targeting them in these playoffs.
We honestly, one thing we did make a ton of money off last season was NHL playoff series to wins. Like first round, like for a series was a lock. I remember the Capitals came in statistically as the worst team to ever get a playoff spot. And the line was for some reason close to even versus Carolina or New York, one of the two. We hammered those lines.
Yeah, it was I think it was Carolina and they swept or some shit like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, they swept them. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had Carolina sweep. It was a nice first round for us. We almost picked. I think we hit all of the series like correct. And then
in that first round, I think we hit everything.
And then the third round really killed us. But yeah. We will be back up on that. I think that's it, right? We got anything to talk about, Bri? You got any more Penn State news? Did you guys fucking pay $12 million for fucking some guy to come out of retirement? And,
had enough of Penn State. I just wanted to move you to the middle ground.
That's where I belong.
We'll know in the spring.
Cool.
He's
all right,
too
and
right now. I don't like that. You're too happy right now. I don't like it one bit.
Let him be happy.
Why is that not okay?
I don't like it, Bri. Because you usually got that Philly sports edge to you, and you're too satisfied right now.
I mean,
look at this. Look how fucking happy he is with himself right now.
We'll see in a couple of weeks. What we got? 10 days to Super Bowl?
10 days, baby. 10
days.
Listen, I just want you to know that in the book of Revelations, this is what happens before the Antichrist comes. So I want you to know that if you want the world to end and sports betting to no longer exist, the Chiefs they cannot win. All right. We don't need that. We need sports betting. Okay.
I need Saquon, dude.
We need
Saquon help us all
to beat Saquon. All right.
Everyone close your eyes and bow your heads.
Pray to the gods.
Dear little old baby Jesus in your cradle, with your shaker. Please allow Saquon Barkley to score 2+ touchdowns and run for 240 yards to stop Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. We know they're two of your favorites, but it's come time for someone much nicer, handsomer, and with one dang earring on that left side of his ear that always has a cross to, get a Super Bowl ring and then possibly a league MVP. In Jesus' name we pray. Little baby Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Like that. We'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Hey, Akron up 8-2 already. Got a nice little start from the Akron boys. Good times, boys. Good times.
Little plus money line.
Little plus money, baby.
By the way, guys, I just want to let you know a little secret. Dan has been placing all my parlays for me.
No, I have not.
Yes, he has.
No, I have not.
Yes, he has. He has my bank card and my sports book, and he loves alternate lines. And unfortunately, Dan, we came here today to talk to you about
yeah. Okay, buddy. Way to fucking spin it on me, you son of a bitch.
Dan, we know it's tough being a Buffalo fan, and I'm telling you don't have to take it out on my bank account. I keep seeing you bet the Bills and Sabres money line paired together, as well as
that's it, right?
Yep, just those two teams, and
those two teams, yeah.
Yep. And Bri, he consistently bets the Sixers, Flyers, and Eagles, and only one out of the three legs always hits. And, yeah. All right. That should do it. It's been Degen Fantasy. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Place those parlays, 8 legs plus, and we'll get back to you soon. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. You're gonna see. We're gonna make a change. All right. We're gonna
make a change. Next stream, we're starting off with Michael Jackson, "Man in the Mirror," baby.
I'm looking at
just about Rocky Prop.
The mirror. I'm got to fucking place parlays. All right, guys. Peace.
Back then, want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me.
Before I came up in the game, these hoes didn't show no love. They